Hi y'all, welcome to the channel. I'm Heather. Today we're featuring another plant for the chicken food forest, and that plant today is going to be rosemary. Today we're going to talk about the benefits of rosemary, and I'm going to share with you how I planted the rosemary here. I did get the rosemary from the garden. It was originally planted there. We're going to take this overgrown rosemary here, trim it back, and transplant it into the food forest. And I am going to also be rooting some of the clippings. So we're going to trim this up first and then try to get it out of the weeds so we can get it put in the chicken food forest. Okay guys, so I wanted to bring you in to show you how I'm cutting it back. Here, if you look, it's kind of the larger branches are laying over, okay, and they're starting to lean over. But what I'm doing is trying to cut back so I can have some kind of bush left, is a cut back to where the growth is going straight up. So I would take and cut this one back right here to give it like a more of a bush shape. I've failed to maintenance my rosemary this year, so it's kind of overgrown, but let me go ahead and finish trimming it and you'll see how it looks when I'm done. So right off starting, I found a fire ant bed, so I'm definitely going to have to treat this area for fire ants, but we're going to try to carefully continue. Okay, so that's all that I cut off of the rosemary plant, so let's see what's left. Here's the rosemary now that it's all pruned. Okay. Alright, and I did notice that on this side here, there's a rosemary plant that's already rooted, as well as on that side over there. So I'm going to have 2 extra plants, as well as the cuttings off of this thing. So I dug it up, pruned it back, dug it up, so it was a manageable size. I had to prune it. It became very overgrown. So I did prune that up and get it dug up. It had a massive root ball on it. It had been there for a few years, but I wanted to move it this year. So perfect place to put it is in the chicken food forest. So when I planted this here, I planted it with a handful of blood meal, a handful of bone meal, and a handful of azomite to get it a good start going. Okay, so we started that off, and then the next step we did, we just backfilled it, and then I tamped it down and mulched it in with some old pine straw that I had sitting outside the chicken area here, and I grabbed some old sticks and just kind of placed them around at the bottom here, so that way the chickens don't scratch at the base and dig at the roots. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about some of the benefits for having rosemary in the chicken food forest. For starters, rosemary is an antifungal, an antibacterial, and it has antioxidants. Okay, so those are the top of my list right there for having this plant in the chicken food forest. It has been known to aid in chicken respiratory health. The aromatic properties of the plant aids in the respiratory health of the chickens. So I put this here by their chicken coop area, as you can see. Okay, so the next thing that I can tell you about, positive thing I can tell you about rosemary would have to be that it has vitamins A, B, and C. And it also has minerals, magnesium, calcium, copper, iron, and manganese. So it's loaded with lots of nutrition for the birds. So the nutritional value on this is really good. They will eat this. I show you here they were already interested in the plant as I was bringing it out. So, and it's also said to increase egg production and the size of the eggs. So that's also a positive, because we've had a few layers that's not wanting to be laying every day. They've kind of slacked off. So we are going to add in some herbs to try to get that production back up again. So, and this is one of the herbs that is said to do that. Okay. If you guys can think of anything that I forgot, please feel free to put it down in the comments below. I'm a constantly learning, learn something new every day, and I am not beyond looking at someone's comment and taking advice. I also want to take a second and let you guys know that I will be doing a rosemary propagating video and how to get those cuttings that we did started. So make sure that you keep an eye out for that as well if you're interested in rooting more rosemary for free. Getting more plants for free is always a good thing. Alright guys, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and and hit the notifications bell. Also, I want to let you know that we do have a playlist of these Chicken Food Forest series videos, so if you haven't seen every one of them, please go over and check that out. I'll leave a link in the description, and there'll be a link at the end of the video here. I hope you guys have a great day, and until next time, happy homesteading.